What's the deal, YouTube? You know what it is. It's your boy Big Will. Back with another episode of Life After Prison. Let's run it, people. What's up, fam? You know what it is. Before we get started, let me address one of these trolls here. You know he's a troll, right? He's got one of them little pages that no video, no face, no nothing, just the name. Doc Knowledge, I believe, is his name or something. D Knowledge, some bullshit. First of all, let me just say this from the beginning. Listen, I don't need to make stories up, okay? They are what they are. I don't need to make shit up, you know. The honest truth. I can write a damn book just on my life itself, never mind prison. You know what I mean? And so why would I have to make up a story about shit that I've seen, shit that is true? You know, he goes into, if something happened with the GDs, you wouldn't, you know, there'd be repercussions and bullshit. First of all, up here in Massachusetts, especially in a small little town, we're a big city for southern Mass, right? But it's a small little area, Bristol County, right? Fall River's a small place. Fall River, New Bedford, they're not small like I say when you're pertaining to Massachusetts, but they're small in reference to other cities, right? You're not talking Chicago, you're not talking Atlanta, where there may be a lot of GDs that are bigger gangs, you know, where they originated. Up here, they're little fractions, okay? So when I tell you a story about GDs, you might have, you know, there might have been 6 GDs in the unit at once, you know? And when you got 6 GDs compared to 80 guys, they're not going to try and fight and win. Especially if it's just they're weeding out one bad apple. It's not going to happen. Okay? So for your boy Doc Knowledge, speak on shit you know, not shit that you just assume. Let's just get that out of the way. But that's over. Okay? I even gave you this minute and a half of fame. You're famous now, boy. You happy? Go on with your life. Kick rocks. Today I'm going to be speaking, someone requested it, about I'm gay for the stay. Not me. But that's what they say. I'm only gay for the stay. So, before I became a worker, I was on the top tier. And, I wanted to become a worker. I talked to the CO in charge of my unit, and he said, "Oh, I got to talk it over with the lieutenant." Now there was only one worker spot available, and the workers all get the bottom tier. You know, they get they're off in the corner where there's not much noise and shit. You know what I'm saying? In that unit, you know what I mean. So the workers they get a little perks. You know what I'm saying? That's what their job is for working. So, when I first came in, people that knew me were, "Hey, what's up, Will?" And, you know, like, you know, the word got around that, you know, dude don't play and shit, you know what I'm saying? He's one of them guys. So, I didn't know the worker who had a spot open. His name was CJ. Turned out to be a good kid later on, but at first he didn't want me in his cell, so he tried fighting the move for me to move into a cell. I was bigger than him. I had a bigger reputation than him. He was from New Bedford. I was from Fall River. But the thing is, he just didn't want nobody. He didn't want me in the cell. He was trying to get one of his other buddies in that the COs didn't want as a worker. They told him. Like I said, they got to get approval from the captain. So I was really good friends with a captain. I grew up with him all my life. I won't say his last name, but his name was Derek. He was a good friend of mine. I had a lot of pull with him. You know what I'm saying? When I was on lockdown, I wasn't supposed to get a haircut because you're not supposed to leave your cell. Da da da. This is before I went to the hole. Actually, it was after. I'm sorry. It was after I came out of the hole. I was in the hole for so long. I wanted a haircut. Now he couldn't. But when you come out of the hole, you're on lockdown. So okay. So if you got it, when I went to the hole for fighting. They gave me 60 days for fighting, right? And when I was down there, I grabbed another 30 because me and my celly were wilding out. Okay, we ripped the bunk off the floor. We broke the screws so we can work out with it. He was leaving to go to a different unit, a whole nother state actually. But so when he was leaving the night before he left, me and him, we had a little party, so to speak. We went crazy in the cell. Now I knew I was gonna take the repercussions because he was leaving, right? But what the fuck? We were already on lockdown. What can they do to us, right? Just give me more time. At that point, I was already comfortable, right? So we had a little party. We fucking the bunks, like we shook them and broke it so much that the bunk came like down. It was when he left. There were 2 beds, but they were just like one on top of each other. You know, they had to have maintenance come in and pull me out, put me in another cell just to fix it, you know. So we had a good time. So I ended up getting more days. Now when I came out of the hole, like I said, I went to a max unit. I still had a week left. Okay, I still had a week left of my time. But they give you out of the hole, they give you transition. So you get out, you start getting back into population, but I'm in a max unit, right? So I'm in lockdown for another week. So I'm not supposed to get a haircut. I'm not supposed to get new whites and shit. All that shit. Now I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, I listen. I want to talk to the captain. Now I knew Derek was on because when I was walking from the hole, I saw him. I want to talk to the captain. He came down. I'm like, Derek, what's up, man? All I want is a haircut, dude. Blah blah blah. Talk, you know, he talks to me. All right, listen. I said, listen, can I get some new whites? You know what I'm saying? When I went to the hole, they took all my shit. I don't have any new whites. I got this one white T-shirt here. I just, you know, can I get some new whites? Okay, no problem. He goes to the desk. He goes to the desk. He talks to the COs. Blah, blah, blah. They let me go to the barber shop. Now, when I went to the barber shop, the CO that originally locked me down, I seen him, you know, and he was like, you know, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, you're still in lockdown. And I was, listen, man, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had permission from a captain that let me out. After I went from a haircut, I had permission from the captain to go down to Central to dispatch and get new whites. They just gave me problems. They gave me problems at this point because I was in and out of trouble. Long story short, I get my whites, get my hair cut. Now, this worker, CJ, he had seen that I was, you know, like, demanding shit, you know what I'm saying? But I was getting it. I was getting the shit that I wanted. Like I said, I had a little pull, right? So, long story short, he's trying to fight the move, okay, for me to go from the top tier down to the bottom tier to become a worker. I knew the captain okays me. Yeah, give Dupas a job. Okay, fine. So they go into telling CJ, and he's like, "Nah, I want to fight the move. I don't want to do it in the cell." So it gets to I send the letter down to him like, "Dude, listen, I'm gonna catch you at Chow, and I'm gonna bust your shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up being out of the unit. You're gonna go to medical, and you're gonna be out of the unit. I'm gonna be down there anyways. Save yourself the trouble. Just fuck off." He saves himself the trouble. I get moved down to a cell. We become a worker. Okay. Now, when I get into his cell, he was so timid and shit that he even like gave up his bottom bunk to me and blah blah blah. Out of respect, for one, I was older than him. For two, I was bigger than him. For three, he was just like fearful. You know what I'm saying? So I had an agreement with him. I had an agreement with the captain because it was known that I was hurting the dude, right? So because you're trying to fuck with me now, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to earn good time. I'm trying to do the right thing. Now you're trying to fuck with me. Nah, it's not gonna happen. So the captain, hey, listen, I'm gonna give you the job. I'm gonna move you down there. You can't hit the kid. Nah, listen, I won't. I give you my word, Derek, I won't hit the kid. Goes down there, I talk with the kid. Listen, I'm not gonna hit you. Just fuck off, dude. I'm a good dude. You're, you know, don't worry about it. I don't bring trouble to the cell. If I have it, I'll deal with it on my own. I'm not gonna get you involved in shit. I'm not the type of person. I just want to do my bit. I wanna, you know, I want to start working out. I want the freedom now. I've been locked down for the last, you know, couple of months. Yeah, I understand, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get somebody in the cell with me, and I realized it couldn't happen, so the kid apologized. Everything was cool. So there's somebody walking by one day, and I see CJ run to the window, and he's all eyes, and he's looking around, and he's smiling, and he's telling another boy of ours, LJ, he's like, it's Riri. Now, if you've been to DHOC, so I started knowing about Riri in 2006, I'll say 2007, right around there. But I never saw him. Now Riri is his real name is Cliffy. He's from New Bedford, but Cliffy is a transvestite. He's not a transsexual because he didn't have an operation, but he's a transvestite, I guess. He dresses as a girl, he acts as a girl, he wears the makeup, he's got curly hair. If you see him walking, if you're not, you know, if you don't know, you'll think it's a girl, right? Until you turn around and you see that he's got the little shadow for the mustache and shit like that. Cliffy is a fighter, he holds his own. But Cliffy is one of them. In jail, he's very flirtatious, and he messes with a lot of the dudes that are gay for the stay, okay? So you always hear about, oh, gay for the stay, and I'm saying, nah, they can't be, man, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing a fucking, you know, a 25-year bid, or you're doing a life bid or something, like, gay for the stay is just not fucking comprehensible, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna get out and see a woman, dude. I don't care how long you get, you're gonna get out and see a woman. Now, CJ only had 18 months left. Cliffy didn't end up coming to our unit that day. He went to another unit. He was there probably about 4 days, and you would see Cliffy in and out. You see CJ in and out every day. Excuse me. You see CJ in and out of the window every day looking for Cliffy. When Cliffy was out, when their unit was out on rec, you would see him, and CJ would be looking like, oh my, look, he's out there, and it was, you know, and I'm like, dude, you serious? So he would laugh it off. Nah, I'm only kidding. Nah, yeah. And then, you know, everybody would rack on him. But there was a couple of guys that would jump with him. You know, like this kid LJ would go with him, and kid Shane. They would all look in the window, and they'd be like, look at him, and, you know. So they'd make it a joke. Ha, nah, yeah, only kidding. Oh, yeah, you liked Riri when, you know, we was with him last time. And you start looking at people like, serious? Long story short, Cliffy ends up coming to our unit probably a week later. He does a unit transfer, he gets in, he's with a few of his friends. Now, once Cliffy gets in, you start seeing people run into a cell, right? And they're at the window, and hey, how you doing? And they're looking at him. Well, Cliffy would come out, and they're giving him this wave, and they're talking, and I'm saying, nah, man, you fucking serious? This is crazy. So it comes to... Now, where work is, like I said, we're out all the time. We're out on days when people are usually on lockdown after chow, shit like that. We get time to come out. We get time to work out. We got to clean the unit and shit like that. But we get free time when other inmates are locked down. We run, you know, with tier runners. People need water. We got to go get it for them. All that bullshit. But we got to clean the unit, make it look, you know, good and da-da-da. We get our time to work out and all that shit. Sit down. We got free time to write a letter or use the phone when everyone else is not out. You know what I'm saying? So, just some of the perks of being a worker. Well, there's a day I see CJ up at Cliffy's cell, and he's just there. He's there for the whole wreck. Like, he don't want to work out with us, and he's just there talking, and I'm saying, this motherfucker. So we get back into lockdown, and I'm telling him, CJ, listen, man, what's up with homeboy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know he is still a man, right? No, I know, I know Cliffy, and we're both from New Bedford, and da da da, and but he's not calling him Cliffy, he's calling him Riri. His name is Rihanna. Excuse me. He goes by Rihanna in jail, right? So people call him Riri. I know Riri from the neighborhood. They're both from New Bedford, and I'm like, nah, man. There's more to it, dude. Like you're like on his shit, dude. The day comes out, they come to rec one day, and that we're working, so we're out at when the top tier's out. CJ disappears. And he's gone for, I'm saying, what the fuck is CJ now? Rec's going on, 20 minutes, he's gone. I come walking by, CJ sitting on the bottom bunk with Riri with the covers on their lap. Now, when you walk by, you can see, like, their hands. CJ's hand, you can see it's over on Cliffy's prick. Cliffy's hand's over on CJ's prick. And I'm just walking by. I stop. I look in for the cell. CJ sees me. You see him turn all red. And his face is like, oh, like, and I'm like, nah, man, there's no fucking way, right? So he come out, like, time passes, he come out and shit, and hey, that's his thing. I don't fucking care, you know what I mean? But we get back in the cell, and I'm sitting down, and I'm like, dude, what's the deal? And he's like, all right, listen, I mess with Cliffy here and there, you know what I'm saying? I've been down a few years, and I know him from the neighborhood, and he's about that, so I mess with him, and I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, listen, when they're back in the cell, when we're back in the cell and we're talking, he's talking about girls and ex-girls, and he's got a girl home, and he'll call and talk to his girl on the phone, and they're arguing and shit, and I'm saying, dude, you talk to a girl, you talk to your girl, like, I sit there with you, I goof with you while you're talking to your girl, you're talking to her, and I know, she don't know, and and I'm only gay for the stay, and I'm like, dude, you fucking, and we just, I laughed, and I'm like, no fucking way. Well, I come to find out that there was probably 5 or 6 guys in our unit that were gay for the stay with Rihanna. Long story short, it come to everybody knew that Rihanna had this little black book that it was an address book, but she had her little black address book with names of different inmates and shit, their names and their ID number. So when Rihanna gets out, she can write to them and vice versa. And I'm just like, wow, this shit is really real. Like, dude, like, you're getting out. You're not a lifer, dude. Like, and to me, there's no gay for the stay. Spanish people, it has been said that they are okay with that. There was a few Spanish people that were gay for the stay with Rihanna, and their girls knew about it back home, and the girls were like, as long as you're not cheating on me with another girl, and I'm like, cheating, but they're cheating on you with a man, and they don't consider it cheating as long as they're in jail. I consider it cheating. I consider it gay. If you give a man oral sex once, you're gay. Unless it's forced on you and you're raped as a young kid or a child, or even as an adult, unless you're forced. If you voluntarily or willingly have a homosexual interaction with another man, you're gay. I don't care. There's no, I was confused, I wanted to try it out, I wanted to see. If you have them thoughts and you have that intimate feeling about another man, you're gay. I don't know how looking at another man, and I don't knock gay people, that's their thing, okay? Like, I find a woman attractive, another man will find another man will find another man attractive. That's his thing. Like, I find a woman attractive, a gay man might think that I'm gross, right? Because I like women. He might think a woman's gross if he's a homosexual, right? That's his thing. I find 2 men together extremely gross. I think it's sick. It's sickening to me, With that being said, I have a lot of gay friends, and to me that's their business. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't bother me. Them together, it's their business. I don't care. As long as it don't get brought to me, I don't care. So me and CJ had a long talk, and we sat down, and I told him, listen, everybody knows, like, you're one of the guys on Riri's list. You know, there's a few, and I don't want to put everybody on blast, but there's a few people there that if I gave their name in my city, the people will look at them like, are you fucking serious? That's their business. I'm not going to put them on blast. The thing with CJ is CJ openly, like, people knew that he was gay for the stay, and for a white man it was different, you know what I'm saying, to see that from a white guy. Now with that being said, there are a lot of white guys that are gay for the stay. Like I said, Spanish guys are just more open with it. They'll joke about it. Yeah, I'm only gay for the stay. Nah, you ain't gay for the stay. You're gay for life, you know. When you get out and you're with your girl back at home and you have already had a gay interaction with a man, you're not going to tell me that when you see another man, you're not fantasizing or thinking, holy shit, I'd like to give that a try. You know, you are. And that's just my opinion. But with that being said, there ain't no gay for the stay in this town with me. With other people, so be it. You do you. If you like these stories, comment, like, subscribe. Hey, Doc Knowledge. It's all cap though. But like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next side. It's your boy Big Will, Life After Prison. Peace.